Hopefully we can get a win on senior night here.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineups first for the visiting Waterloo Warriors. At defense, number 31, Carter Tompkins. Also at defense, number 13, Mason Hart. At forward, number 8, Hayden Lowe. At forward, number 23, Cale Buchanan. At forward, number 26, Logan Caldwell. And in goal, number 34, Lincoln Graveman. The Warriors are coached by
a couple Team Midwest players there with the Bookins. Harn. I feel like I'm missing one.
And now, the starting lineup for your Dubuque Saints.
Seniors already on the ice. We got Maddox Mitchell, Jensen Hill, Ethan Waddick, Alex Waddick, and Sammy Ruiz. Starting at defense, number 11 from Wahlert High School, senior from Wahlert, Liam Henry. His defensive partner will be a senior from Dubuque Senior. Number 17, assistant captain Ben Zick.
Number 4, Mikey Pauls.
At wing, number 4, senior also from Dubuque Senior. Number 4, Michael Pauls.
Number 34, Xander Sheehy.
Center will be number 34, senior from Dubuque Senior.
At forward from Western Dubuque High School,
Xander
number 38, Jackson Heacock.
Rounding it out will be a senior from West Dubuque, number 38,
from Wahlert
Jackson
High
Heacock.
School, number 31, Colton Starr.
Man between the pipes will be number 31, a senior from Dubuque Wahlert, Colton Starr.
Coached by Austin Wilborn, assisted by Justin Muhlenkamp and Joe Stubbs. And now we ask that you please rise and honor the nation's flag with our national anthem.
Song has been sung. Let's play some hockey.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's senior day. That means we need to get extra loud. Turn up the volume for your Dubuque Saints.
See a note from Kathy Fugger. I want to thank everyone who's joined us on these broadcasts. We started doing this 3 or 4 years ago, so everyone can watch the games, and it's truly been an honor and a pleasure. Puck's down and on the way. Waterloo wins the draw. Gets it back to Liam Henry. He sends it up through the middle to Mikey Poles. Poles will race it into the zone. Dances around one. Send out to the far side. Ben Zick holds it in there. Plays it back down to the corner. Over the head of Sheehy. Back behind the net. Taken away by Heacock. Knocked into the side of the net. Waterloo controls on the far side. Brought out to center ice. Zick's got it in his own defensive zone. Wheels back up the boards. Knocked away there by Loeb. Caldwell now fires a shot. Saved by Stoll. Liam Henry wraps it around to the near side. Trickles out. Jackson Heacock heads to the bench in a little bit of pain. It's a tough kid. Zick plays it ahead to Cade Weiner. Weiner sends it ahead to Jensen Hill into the zone. Nice back check. Battle all the way to the corner. Jensen's got it there. Spins away and he'll carry it up the far boards. Tries to chip it out. Aerial pass knocked ahead by Cade Weiner. Sammy Ruiz will chase it down to the corner. Waterloo plays it out. Sent to the far side. Cooper Smith back to get it. Smith will carry it behind his own net. Drops it off there for Landon Schultz. Schultz pauses as he comes around the net. Does another lap, just for good looks. Now it's picked up by Ruiz. Long stretch pass taken away by Raisty. He'll fire it back in. Around to the near side. Landon Schultz picks it up there. Throw it out to center ice. Bumped off the puck. Thrown back into the corner. Schultz has got it there. Hard off the glass. Rowe dumps it back in behind the net. Eli Schwartz picks it up on the far side, feeds it back to Cooper Smith. Smith out of the corner, around to Landon Schultz. Schultz will bring it up the near side. Aerial pass up through the middle, glove down by the Warriors. They'll bring it into the zone. Shot, saved by Stoll. Sheehy and Heacock out with their normal line mate, Alex Hinkle. They're back by Honors Hill. Ben Zick. Puck down, Waterloo has it. Shot blocked in front. Sheehy's got it now. Wheels it out of center ice. Gets it ahead to Hinkle. Hinkle cuts across the blue line. It's knocked off his stick. Honors Hill back to get it at the defensive zone. Now Sheehy tries to play it up the boards. Waterloo knocks it back down. Tries to wrap it out in front, all the way back to the point. Harn will dump it in. Played to the corner. That's Caldwell, wraps it around. He'll throw it back to Tompkins. Set in front, saved by Stoll. And we'll get Sheehy and Henkel and Heacock still out there. Sheehy to the dot, wins it forward. Liam Henry tries to play it off the boards. Waterloo knocks it back in. Back to the blue line. Tompkins has it there. Dumps it down to Caldwell on the boards. Sends it across. Harn can't hold it in. Now it's sent in though. Landon Schultz will wheel it out to the blue line. All the way into the attacking zone. Finds a little gap. Caldwell picks it up there. He'll circle behind their Waterloo net. Plays it out the far side. Long stretch pass. Buchan racing down. Sheehy tracking him down. Shot saved by Stoll. Buchan still in the corner. Cycles back behind the net. Caldwell picks it up there. Looks for something out front. Hits the back of the net. Schultz now in the corner. Got Henkel on the far side. Chips it off the boards. Bouncing puck. Pressured by Heacock. Waterloo will spin and send him back into the zone. Stoll stops it back behind the net. It's Liam Henry setting up shop back there. Ruiz gives him the flyby. Henry still looking for an option. Second time through, Ruiz takes it. Plays it ahead. A little too hot to handle for Cade Weiner. Picked up there by Jensen Hill. Wheels to the top of the circle. Cycles back down. Taken away by the Warriors. They'll chip it out to center ice while Jensen Hill kicks it down. Now it's Buchan. Dumps it into the zone. Goes back behind the net of Stoll. Need to talk back there, boys. Waterloo sets up shop in the corner. Going back to row at the blue line. Dumps it down low. Tipped in front. Oh. Nice save by Stoll. Jensen Hill pestered behind the net. Plays it out to Sammy Ruiz. Takes a big hit. Played back in. Ruiz has got it there. Backhands it up to Weiner. Weiner carries it in the zone. He's got Schwartz behind him. Weiner down to the goal line. Shot. Ooh. Kept it interesting down there. Late change sends Bushball, Hall, and Hills out. Saints have their third line out. Got to be sneakier than that, boys. Randall wins it back. Gets by Schultz, but he'll run all the way back. Liam Henry now in the corner. Spins away from one. Dances away from another. Tries to play it ahead to Eli Schwartz. Can't quite connect with Eli. Need to go for an icing. We get Tyler Randall in for the draw. Wins it back. Carries it back behind his own net. Plays it out the far side to Schwartz. Schwartz gets it ahead, just out of the reach of Michael Poles. All the way back to the Warriors' defensive zone. Tompkins cycles back behind his own net. They'll play it out to the near side. Waterloo into the attacking zone. Anders keeps him on the wall. Forces it to the corner. Now it's Anders. Flips it out to center ice. Sent back in. Landon Schultz now in the near corner. Backhands it up. Tries to connect with Foles. Foles knocks it forward. Sheehy carries it into the zone. Spins Caldwell out. Now back behind the net. Alex Henkel, big check into the corner. Jackson Heacock knocks it down. Still played out by Waterloo. Saints tag up. Waterloo from the corner now. Played through the middle, taken away by Henkel. Got it behind the goal line, tries to hit Heacock out front. Bounces all the way up. Buchan now races down the ice. Benzik turns him away. Battle just inside the blue line. Heacock carries it back up in front of the benches. Takes it into the zone, rolls off his stick there. Takes another big hit. Heacock's hurt. That same shoulder he took a hit too early in the game, he just got ran on again. Jackson's struggling with his right shoulder. Jackson Heacock may be one of the toughest kids I know. To see him in pain is a struggle. Saints to send out Ruiz. Jensen Hill, Kid Weiner. Face off down. Played to the far side. Weiner plays it up to Hill. Ruiz takes it into the zone, tries it back behind the net. Sent out in front, just out of the reach of Schultz. Goes all the way back to the Dubuque defensive zone. Played around to Henry, sends it back to Schultz. Schultz on the far side gets it ahead to Jensen Hill. Jensen up. 3-on-2 the other way if they hurry. Same as Ruiz. Pass is blocked, and Waterloo the other way off to the races. Caldwell carries it into the zone. Fire, shot, saved by Stoll. Rebound cleared out by Zick. And it's Weiner along the boards. Finds a little space, gets it ahead to Sammy Ruiz. He'll dump it in. Saved by Graveman. He'll hold on for a whistle. Eli Schwartz steps into Jackson Heacock's role. He'll join Xander Sheehy, Alex Henkel on the bench. Puck's down. Schwartz has it, sends it to the corner. Picks it up there, feeds it back to the point. Taken away by Waterloo. Full head of steam, chips it into the zone. Zick back to get it. Plays it back behind the net. It's knocked away by Waterloo. Now it's sent to the corner. Waterloo picks it up, fires it, saved by Stoll. He'll jump on the loose puck. 8:44 left to go in the first period. Sheehy into the draw. Sheehy wins it, clears the zone. Waterloo sends it back in. Glove down by Sheehy. Sends it cross ice. Waterloo gets a piece of it, tips it over to Landon Schultz. Schultz plays it ahead. Knocked back into the defensive zone. Schultz again fires it up to Henkel. Henkel connects with Sheehy just outside the zone. He plays it in. Waterloo now chipped out. Liam Henry at his own blue line. Sends it over to Schultz. Schultz walks it into the zone. Runs into the Waterloo player. Battled by Sheehy. He'll force it in a little more. Waterloo the other way. Stepped up. Nice stop by Liam Henry. Eli Schwartz plays it off the boards. Tompkins whiffs on a shot. Alex Henkel got a little time and space. Gets it around Racy. Into the slot. Backhander over the net. Karam's off to the far side. Waterloo's off to the races. Played back. Ben Zick has in the defensive zone. Gives off to Anders Hill. Anders plays it ahead to Tyler Randall. Randall chips it ahead. Send in the zone. Graveman will hold on. Drops it there for Harn. Harn spins it around the back of the net. Randall presses. Harn. Aerial pass out to center ice. Hand pass is going to be the call. So Ethan Waddick steps into Schwartz's spot on the third line. Saints will send out Weiner, Ruiz, and Hill. They're backed by Zick and Hill. Sammy Ruiz to the dot. Wins it back. Aerial pass over to Ben Zick. He just has to knock it down the zone. Head back around to the boards. Waterloo has it there. It's a Buchan. Sent in by Caldwell, back behind the net. Ben Zick plays it over to Anders. Anders ahead, gets it to Jensen Hill. Sammy Ruiz carries it up. Dumps it into the zone. Graveman with the save. Cade Weiner picks it up in the corner, works it back behind the net. Kicks it over to the near side. Alex Henkel gets ragged down. This is an easy task to do. Henkel and Weiner now 2-on-1. Oh, Henkel couldn't quite get it to him. Now battle in the corner, back behind the net. Weiner's got it. Out in front, Sammy Ruiz gets a piece of it. Shot. Save. Waterloo clears it. It'll slowly make its way down the ice for icing. 6:23 left in the first period. Sheehy to the dot. Puck's down, gets it to Henkel. Henkel shot, saved by Graveman. Sheehy and Schwartz battle for it in the corner. Comes all the way back to Schultz at the blue line. He'll walk it down, tops of the circles. Turns it over in the corner. Waterloo walks away with it. They'll carry it out. Schwartz, great job back checking. Knocks the puck loose. Sent into the zone. Someone's got to go get it. Talk, boys. Liam Henry wraps it around to Eli. Eli tries to play it ahead. It's knocked down there by Varsity. Back to Eli. Spins away from one. Plays it ahead. Henkel gets just enough of it to avoid the icing call. Thompson back at behind the goal line. Sheehy pressures. They cycle back behind the net. Harn's got it there. Hard off the near boards. Ben Zick knocks it down just outside the blue line. It's battled for in front of the Waterloo bench. Sent into the zone. Max Mitchell makes an appearance out there with Michael Pulse. Sent into the zone again. It's Tyler Randall all the way back behind the goal line. Takes a big hit there. Now Harn walks it out the middle center ice. Sent in over the stick of Zick. He'll pick it up behind the goal line. Goes D to D. Gets it over to Anders Hill. Ahead to Tyler Randall. Carries it out to neutral ice. Slides around one. Dumps it into the zone. Michael Poles with a nice forecheck. Sent all the way back. Schultz will get it back to Poles. Gets it ahead. Sammy Ruiz into the zone. Knocked off his stick. Battle forward just outside the blue line. Saints have it in the zone now. Cade Weiner slips away from one, all the way down to the goal line. Graveman with a nice forecheck. Sammy Ruiz tries to get it back to Liam Henry. Gets a little too much air. Henry has to go all the way back to the defensive zone to get it. It's played over to Schultz. Schultz sends it out of the zone. Waterloo sends it right back in. Now it's Henry again from behind the net. Long cross-ice pass, knocked down by Cade Weiner. Gets ahead to Sammy Ruiz, back to Weiner. Weiner high slot, walks all the way down to the faceoff. That fires wide. Delayed call coming against Waterloo. Henkel's got it. Plays it over to Zick. Henkel wheels it all the way back behind the net. Drops off for Sammy Ruiz. He'll advance it down the ice. Sends it over to Henkel. Henkel spins away from one. Tries to chip it ahead, and Waterloo touches it up for the penalty. Slashing is the call. Waterloo, by far, one of the best shorthanded goal performers in the league. I believe they have as many as the second and third and fourth team combined. With 22, I believe is their number. Second place has 7. So the Saints, with a dangerous power play, have to be aware of Buchan and Caldwell. Huge shorthanded threats. Sammy Ruiz to the dot. Wins it back to Henkel. Henkel gets it down low to Cade Weiner. Back to Henkel. Henkel from the tops of the circles. Gets it down to Weiner again. Back to Sammy Ruiz. His shot wide. Graveman gets it off the end wall and covers it in front of him.
Green row for slashing, which brings us to a Willenburg Plumbing and Heating power play.
Waterloo sends it the length of the ice. Sheehy back to get it. Waterloo's going to win that race, though. Sheehy knocks it loose in the corner. Gets around Caldwell. Advances up the ice. He's got Sammy Ruiz. Gets it back. Tries to get it back over to Sheehy. Alex Henkel sends it through. Hits the side of the net. Henkel back behind the net. Drops off for Ruiz. Ruiz from the blue line. Off to Cade Weiner in the corner. A little hot to handle. Weiner walks the goal line. Has it behind the net, sends it out to Henkel. Big shot. Nice save by Graveman. He tries to get it over to Weiner. Weiner in the corner. Cade Weiner back behind the net. Henkel again. Shot. Pops straight up in the air. Played in by Sammy. Sheehy's got it in the corner now. Dishes off to Weiner behind the net. Weiner wraps around to the far side. Sammy Ruiz shot. Tipped in front by Jensen Hill and out of play. Eli Schwartz out for the draw. Buchan now has it, and he'll advance it through center ice. Poke loose at the blue line. That's offsides. Schwartz in. Puck's down. Michael Pulse plays it back. Landon Schultz carries it in. Knocked off his stick. Everybody falls down. London Bridge. Down in front. Oh, nice pull check by Graveman. Tyler Randall has it in the corner. Dishes off to Eli. Creates a little space. Now Eli works it from the corner. Stops off for Randall. Schwartz. Oh, tried to toe drag and get around one. It's the other way. Buchan's on the rush. His shot saved by Stoll. Kicked out to the far side just past Caldwell. Jump back in. Randall gets it off to Eli. Big hit there. Waterloo now on the far side. Buchan carries it in. It's knocked off his stick. Ruiz cycles back behind his own net. Comes out the far side. Cuts in front of the scorer's table and takes it into the zone. Now center ice. Sent ahead. Ben Zick plays it up. Just out of the reach of Jensen Hill, and we'll get a whistle. Logan Caldwell for Waterloo is leading the league in goals, just passing our own Cade Weiner. He's got 33, and he's just 1 point behind him in points. Puck's down. Rose got it, sends it on net, goal. Stoll never saw it coming. So with just 58 seconds left in the first period, the Warriors jump out to a 1-0 lead. Arm goes to get the puck. I'm assuming that was a first goal for someone. It was a beautiful shot that all eyes. Snaked its way through 5 or 6 players. Stoll never saw it. So we get Cade Weiner out there with Sammy Ruiz, Jensen Hill. Played back to Jensen.
Warriors goal scored with 58 seconds left.
Send it ahead.
Number 19.
Arnold sends it back out to center ice club down there by Jensen Hill. Tries to play it ahead. It's knocked down by Rasty. Jumped into the zone. Battle for there. Cade Weiner chases him around. Knocked loose. Now sent out to center ice. It's a foot race. Waterloo in. Doesn't quite get a shot off. Stretch pass. Schultz couldn't connect with anyone, and with 19.5 seconds left, the faceoff will come back to the left of Stoll. Sheehy, Schwartz, and Henkel hop over the bench. Sheehy to the dot. Touchdown, saved by Stoll. Anders Hill gets a slow roller the length of the ice. Just a little too much. So 10 seconds left. Puck will come back. Set down, Sheehy's in the slot. Oh, rolls off the stick. Still 1 second left, and that'll do it.
At the end of the first period, the score is Saints 0, Warriors 1.
So after one,
shot totals for the first period. Saints
shots
8,
are
Warriors
12-8 in favor of the Warriors, and they lead 1-0. Taking great. A couple people have asked me. Everyone's a little concerned about Jackson. He's a tough kid. He'll be all right. We'll miss him. Hope to see him back on the ice. If I have any updates, I'll pass them along. Saints enter the second period down 1-0. Trailing shots 12-8. Sammy Ruiz, Jensen Hill, Cade Weiner look like they'll take the ice to start the period. Landon Schultz, Liam Henry back on D. Puck's down and run away. Gets it over to Henry, knocked back behind the goal line. Schultz back to get it, sends it around the boards, gets it over to Weiner. Weiner on the far side, chips it ahead to Sammy Ruiz, full head of steam, carries it into the zone. He's got Hill in the middle, tries to flip it over, aerial pass, gets away. Waterloo on the counter. Tompkins sends it ahead to Buchan. He's got Caldwell in the middle, shot, bounced off the end wall. Caldwell picks it up there, big hit by Sammy Ruiz, sent out in front. Blocked away by Liam Henry, he'll chase it down to the corner now. Played it up, Weiner sends it through the middle. Knocked back into the zone. Liam Henry gets it off to Schultz. Schultz takes a big hit. Loose puck, Buchan in the slot. Works it out, can't get the shot off. Alex Henkel knocks it away. Now it's poked away by Henry. Sheehy out with it. It's knocked ahead. Sheehy takes it into the zone, but he's offsides. 15:59 left in the second period. Eli Schwartz jumps out. He'll join Sheehy and Henkel on the ice. Backed by Zick and Hill. Puck's down. Waterloo controls. Set up through center ice. Played ahead. Henkel tries to get it ahead. He carries it into the zone. He's got Sheehy behind him. Shot blocked in front. Played back behind the net. They'll send it around the far side. Zick fires it back in. Tipped in front. Glove down by Graveman. Face off to come to the left. Sheehy back to the dot. He's got Schwartz behind him to shoot. Tries to win it forward. Comes back to Schwartz anyway. He'll send it around behind the net. Henkel over to get it along the boards. Knocks it down below the goal line. Comes back out to center ice. Waterloo forces it ahead. Anders Hill back to get it. Tries to play it up. Schwartz battles for it in front of the bench. Sheehy's got it. Spins it out to neutral ice. Drives it wide. Runs through the middle. We get a tripping call. Sheehy draws another one. Kuntz to the box. Waterloo will send out their dangerous penalty killers of Caldwell and Buchan. Backed by Tompkins and Hahn. Saints counter with their impressive power play unit of Weiner, Ruiz, Hill, Henkel, and Sheehy. Puck's down. Hill's got it behind the net. Spins it out to the far side. Back to Sheehy at the blue line. Gives off to Ruiz. Ruiz gets it down to Hill.
Which brings us to a Willenberg Plumbing and Heating Power
Back to
Play.
Ruiz at the blue line. Gets off to Henkel on the near side. Out in front. Weiner with a nice shot. Handcuff Graveman. Manages to hold on to it. Ruiz now for the faceoff. Puck's down. Liner's got it. Spins it back to Henkel. Cross-ice pass too much for Sheehy to handle. Plays it back. Buchan takes it away. Buchan and Caldwell the other way. 2-on-2. Back behind the net. Pressured the whole way. Sammy's got it there now. He'll pause behind the net. Saints set up in their formation. Played ahead to Weiner. Weiner drops off for Sheehy. Sheehy carries it in the zone. Goes wide. Shot goal! Vander Sheehy with the power play goal to knock the game at 1. .14-10 left in the second period, and we've got a brand new game. 1-0 or 1-1. Shots on goal favor the Warriors. 12-11. We'll get Tyler Randall out for the faceoff. Warriors control. Sent through the middle. Michael Poles can't quite reach it. Back to Ben Zick. Zick takes it back behind his own net. Spins back. We'll try the far side.
Power play goal scored at 14-10 by number 34, Vander Sheehy.
Anders Hill battles for the head board.
By number 22,
Weiner. Schwartz plays it ahead. Picked up there by Ben Zick. He'll send it into the zone. Kicked down by Waterloo. Schwartz off to the far side. Michael Poles steps in the train tracks. Very physical game here today. Waterloo out the far side. Plays it out to the middle. Sheehy tries to send it in. Waterloo back up to the center. Ben Zick tries to poke at it. Dump down to the corner. Henry will pick it up there. Played over to Zick. Back to Henry. Goes to Ethan Waddick on the far side. Waddick forces it to the near side. Zick battles along the corner. Waterloo walks it back behind the net. Thrown out in front. Tompkins, big gun. Tipped in front. Kicks out to the far boards. Arn can't quite handle it. Henkel presses him down. Gets away from him. Sheehy now in his own zone. At the far side. Glove saved by Stoll. We'll get Ruiz out for the faceoff. Arm from the blue line. Shot saved by Stoll. Ruiz tries to clear it out. Held in. Dumped down to the corner. Played back to the blue line. Nobody there. We'll go the length. Graveman stops it in his own crease. Now Schultz plays it. Out of the reach of Ruiz. Waterloo has it. Back in their own defensive zone. Sent back in. Waterloo's offside. Schultz has a little time to break it out. And we'll get an icing call. Tyler Randall in for the draw. Bounces the puck back to Buchan. Shot saved by Stoll. Rebound kicks to Loeb. Shot. Collected in the slot. Ankle will go out. Sent in. Saved by Graveman. Randall to the dot. Battle 4 in the corner. The Waterloo will send it up the boards. Out to center ice. Caldwell now. Full head of steam. Nice defensive play by Anders Hill. Hard off the boards. Played out in front. Anders again. Again chips it up. Waterloo can't hold it in at the blue line. Schwartz has got it. He's got Henkel with him. 2-on-1 the other way. Gets it over to Henkel. Bouncing puck. Still in the slot. Caldwell now. Full head of steam. Shot. Saved by Stoll. Kick to the ball. Back in front. Schultz will play it out. Icing. Saints will send out Ruiz, Hill, and Weiner. Blake Schrader and Landon Schultz back on D. Gets it back to Schrader. Schrader dumps it down the boards, gets it over to Weiner. Bouncing puck. Hill can't quite get enough of it. And it's Racy the other way. Samuel Ruiz plays it down the boards. Centering pass. Graveman knocks it away. Still loose in the slot. Jensen Hill has it there. Shot. Saved by Graveman. Battle along the far board. Samuel Ruiz gets it out to Cade Weiner. Weiner back behind the goal line. Weiner's going to get a high sticking call. Jensen Hill picks it up. Delayed call. High stick is the call. Cade Weiner heads to the box. He spent the last couple shifts on the bench, but will come out to kill the penalty. Alex Henkel will join him. Puck's down. Waterloo has it. Back to Caldwell at the blue line. Sends it over to Harn. Harn shot. Blocked away by Stoll. Back behind the net. Wrapped around to the near side. It's played back to Caldwell at the blue line. Sent down low. Caldwell sends it to the far side to Harn. He'll tee it up to Caldwell again through the slot. Racy can't quite get enough of it. Sent the length. He'll head to the box. Doesn't have the leg. Jensen Hill takes his spot. Played up the near side. Caldwell's got it there. Knocked away there. Schultz. Yellman's work. Saints tried to play it out. It's held in. I think we hit someone on the bench. Face off to come to the left of Stoll. Still a minute left on the Cade Weiner penalty. We'll get Ruiz and Jensen Hill out to kill the penalty. Puck's down. Anders Hill has it. Bouncing puck, clears the zone. Harn now back at his own blue line. Played to the far side. Caldwell has it there. Jensen Hill making life hard for the Warriors. Now sends it deep in. Hookin can't get a good glove on it. It'll go all the way back to the goal line. At the far side, they'll drop it off for Harn. Harn carries it into the zone. Takes it wide. Knocked off his stick by Zick. Cycles around to the near side, back behind the net. Buchan can't quite get a good shot at it. Now it's Varsity behind the net. Sends it out front. It's tipped. Caldwell picks it up. Works it to the corner. Out to Buchan at the point. Dances away from one. Sent through the middle. Saved by Stoll. Now back. Shot. Wide of the net. Picked up there by Buchan.
Saints full strength.
Big Weiner out of the box.
Penalty kill.
Like back behind the net. Varsity will dig it out of the corner. Sends it back behind the goal line. Now it's tipped out by Jensen Hill. Sammy Ruiz tries to run it down. Played ahead. Caldwell has it at center ice. He'll work it in the attacking zone. Taken away by Eli Schwartz. Now Caldwell has it back. Played off to Varsity. Shot. Goal. 2-1 in favor of the Warriors with 7:20 left in the second period. Saints will send out Poles, Randall, and Mitchell.
Warriors goal scored at 7:20 in the period by number 10, Jagger Varsity, assisted by number 26.
Saints win the face-off.
Logan Caldwell.
Played ahead to Michael Poles.
Hale Ethan.
Battle along in front of the scores table. Now played back. Gets by Liam Henry. He'll chase it all the way back to the goal line. William spins away. Spins back to the corner. Now plays it out to Randall. Randall sends it out to center ice. Play up ahead to Michael Poles. He'll get it into the zone. Arn has it behind his own net. Arn with a stretch pass. Bouncing puck gets by Schultz. Lou back behind the net, fires out in front, saved by Stoll. Liam Henry kicks it to the corner. Michael Poles clears the zone. All the way back into the Dubuque defensive zone. Long stretch pass collected by Bushbaum. Shot blocked by 3-1 in favor of the Warriors with 6:13 left in the second period. Shots are 22-15 in favor of the Warriors. We'll get Ruiz, Weiner, and Hill out.
Warriors
down.
scored at 6:13.
Weiner drops off for Anders Hill. Gets it ahead. Now Sammy Ruiz carries it in. Jensen Hill a half step offsides. Played all the way at the center ice. Anders Hill has it there. Retreats back to his defensive zone. Played out to neutral ice. Now it's Jensen Hill. Tries to chip it through one. Back at center ice. That's offsides. 5:46 left to go in the second period. Sammy Ruiz to the dot. Puck's down. Cade Weiner has it. He spins back to his own defensive zone, chips it off the boards. Knocked away by Buchan. He'll carry it into the zone. Drives it wide. Shot. Saved by Stoll. Holds on for a whistle. 5:32 left in the second period. Shots are 24-15 in favor of the Warriors. Sheehy back into the draw. Won by Caldwell. Sent on net, just wide. Tompkins has it on the far side. William Henry battles forward in the corner. Alex Henkel helps to dig it out. Sent out to Sheehy along the boards. He battles forward just inside the blue line. Taken away by Caldwell. High slot shot. Saved by Stoll. Holds on for a whistle. He wins the draw. Sends it back to the blue line. William Henry back in the corner. Plays it out. Taken away by Waterloo. They walk the goal line. Backhanded shot. Saved by Stoll. Back behind the net. Kicks it out in front. Caldwell shot. Blocked. Loose in the slot. Stoll holds on to it. Get Ruiz and Hill and Weiner out. Ruiz to the dot. Waterloo wins the shot, or face-off shot, just wide of the net. Jensen Hill battles forward on the near boards. So now Buchan shot, saved by Stoll. Rebound cleared out by Zick. Back to Tompkins at the blue line. Dump down low. Behind the net. Big shot by Caldwell. High over the net. Kicks out to the far side. Sammy Ruiz sends it the length of the ice for icing. Shot into the slot, still blocked away. Now Sammy Ruiz plays it off the boards. Right ahead by Waterloo. Sammy kicks it up to Cade. Cade gets it up to Jensen. Jensen carries it wide. Knocked off his stick. What are we calling here? Hold. Hold on which player? Buchan's going to the box. I think that's a Buchan. 18. Yep. Buchan and Caldwell come out to kill the penalty for Waterloo. Saints send out Weiner, Ruiz, Hill, Henkel, and Sheehy. Bucks down. Gets it back to Henkel. Henkel sends it into the netting.
Saints penalty at 3:53 in the period by number 18, Eli Schwartz, for holding, which brings the Saints to a nothing but Capes penalty kill.
Touchdown. Henkel's got it. Sent down to the corner. Cade Weiner plays it back to Henkel. Gets it off to Sammy Ruiz. Sheehy on the far side. Shot. High and wide. Wraps around to the boards. It'll go the length of the ice.
That is a Warriors penalty.
Sammy Ruiz behind the net. Plays it out. Jensen Hill can't get enough of it. Now it's Buchan. He's got Caldwell in front. Henkel will carry it out the far side. Backhand shot. Henkel save. Sent the length of the ice just off Sammy's stick. Michael Bowles races to get it. Buchan's got the angle on him. Drives it towards the net. And we'll get a call. Michael Pauls heads to the box. 2 minutes for holding. Three minutes left in the second period. Play some 4-on-4 hockey for a minute. Shots on goal favor the Warriors, 29-16.
Penalty at 2:59 in the period. This time for real.
Harn sends it in, tipped over the net.
Mikey Bowles for holding. This time.
Joey Riders knocked into the boards hard. Waterloo back behind the net. Played back to the point. Harn's got it there. Sent out in front. Now it's Zick. Zick's got it behind his net. He'll work it out to center ice. Battle at the Waterloo blue line. Loeb now chips it out to the far side. Big Varsity plays it back behind the net. Honors Hill has it there. Stops it behind the goal. Still battled there. Up the boards now. Squirts free from Harn. Hill pushes it all the way into the defensive zone. We'll go for a change. I'm sending 5 players trip at that I'm on spot. Colton Stoll holds on for a whistle. 1:48 left to go in the second period. Saints will have to kill off 50 seconds of the Michael Poles penalty. We'll get Sammy Ruiz out there with Jensen Hill. Puck's down. Going back to Caldwell at the point. No feed it down low to Buchan. Back to Caldwell. Sends it to the far side to Harn. Harn back to Caldwell. Taken away in the middle, and Jensen Hill will send it away. Sammy Ruiz tackled behind the play. No call. Buchan turns it over. Landon Schultz will clear the length. Sammy Ruiz applies the pressure to Harn. Now loose behind the net. Waterloo will work it back out. Just 6 seconds left on the power play. Buchan works it into the zone. Drives it wide into the slot. Liam Henry takes it and sends it around the far side. Just out of the reach of Michael Poles, and we'll get the icing. Terry Randall into the draw with just 52 seconds left. Puck's down, Waterloo controls. Dump back behind the net. Honors Hill picks it up there. Set the length. No icing. Waterloo had the opportunity to play. Graveman kicks it to the corner. Michael Poles pinned into the wall. Alex Henkel wraparound shot saved by Graveman. Played out just out of the reach of Poles. Honors Hill picks it up. He'll spin at the red line. Plays it over to Zick. Zick sends it ahead. Graveman stops it in the net, and he'll cover for a whistle. 23 seconds to go in the second period. Now we get Sammy Ruiz to the dot. Wins it back to Blake Schrader. Plays it down the boards to Jensen Hill. Schrader now walks the wall. Shot. Saved by Graveman. Back behind the net. Waterloo spins it away. Played up to Caldwell. Caldwell hits the break inside the blue line, sends it across the low. Loose in front. Stoll. Trapped out of the net. Loose puck. And that'll do it for the second period. Shots on goal favor the Warriors, 29-19. With a score of 3-1, we'll look to come back in the third period. Sammy Ruiz in for the draw. Puck's down. We're underway. Liam Henry has it. Played up the far side. Ruiz takes it into the zone. Shot. Saved by Graveman. Battle four in the corner. Ruiz has it there. Played out the far side. Buchan now racing down the ice. Ben Zick forces him wide. Big hit by Sammy Ruiz to knock him off the puck. Caldwell sends it all the way back to the point. It's Harn, dumps it in. Shot saved by Stoll. Am I in that camera shot? I don't want to be in that camera shot. Come over this side. Poke loose by Liam Henry back out to center ice. Harn carries it into the zone. Sheehy back on the ice, even though he's not supposed to be. Played out. Sheehy's got it now. He's got Henkel out in front of him. Plays it up. Alex can't quite hold on to it. No icing. Henkel sends it off the side of the net. Picks it up. Turns to try and fire. Can't get enough of it. Gribbin with another save. Saints showing a little sign of life. Dumped into the corner. Raptor onto the near side. Dumped back in by Waterloo. Played down to the corner. Schrader's there. Battles for it. Knocks him off the puck. Spun up the boards. Henkel has it. High off the glass. Gets it ahead to Ruiz. Dumped back in. Henkel go for a change. Schwartz in to get it. Cross ice pass. Tagged by Sammy. Now taken back in. Racy tries to toe drag. It's poked away by Blake Schrader. Played ahead. Just in front of the Waterloo bench. Waterloo controls it at center ice. Catches the Saints in a little bit of a change. Fired out to the far side. Saved by Stoll. Rebound kicked out. Michael Poles has something stuck to the back of his jersey. Now it's on the ice. Played out. Sheehy again. Takes it through center ice. Tries it wide. Shot. Saved by Braveman. Kick to the corner. Schrader bodied up in the corner. Puck kicks up the boards. Waterloo has it. Buchan with the shot. Saved by Stoll. Honors Hill finds it in the corner. Plays it up to Sheehy. Taken away by Waterloo. Drives to the net. Buchan. Goal. Four to 1 in favor of the Warriors. 13:56 left. Ruiz into the dot. Plays back to Schwartz. Sent ahead. Sammy carries it in. He's run into hard by Tompkins. Right out the far side. Caldwell with a full head of steam. Races up the far side. Gets by Schultz. Centers it. Goal. Cooper with another goal.
Logan Caldwell.
Weiner on the ice with Mitchell and Mitchell and Wadding. Puck's down. Waterloo has it. Liam Henry sends it the length of the ice for icing.
Warriors goal scored at 13:37 in the period. Number 23, A.L. Buchan, assisted by number 26, Logan Caldwell.
Puck's down. Liam Henry spins it up the boards, back to the point. Kicked out in front. Goes wide of the net. Fired in, deflected in front. Weiner's got it. Back behind the net. Sent around to the far side. He'll carry it up through center ice. into the attacking zone. Waterloo will send it back out the other way. No ice. They'll call a chip. And Henry back to get it. Spins away and tries to take it up the boards. Plays it back. Blake Schrader now behind the net. Weiner back behind the net. He'll set up shop there. Played out. William Henry's got it. Couple moves at the blue line. Dumps it in. Icing. We get Schwartz, Sheehy, and Henkel out. Puck's down in the corner. Sheehy walks out with it. Plays it ahead to Alex Henkel. Alex races across the red line into the attacking zone. Cuts across at the slot. Eli tries to spin around and move. Can't quite pull it off. Waterloo the other way. Plays it wide. For an icing. Face off to the right of Graverman. Henkel and Schwartz will stay out there. Puck's down. Henkel plays it back to Cooper Smith. Gets by him and Waterloo's off to the races. Shot saved by Stoll. Holds on for a whistle. .12:03 left in the third period. Waterloo dumps it in. Schultz back to get it. Knocked in. Buchan will send it back. Blake Schrader plays it back behind the net. 11:39 left. Schrader will carry it out. Brings it down Main Street. Sends it into the zone. Not icing. Must have just made it across the red line. Offside is the call. Ruiz, Weiner, and Hill out. Played back to Zick at the blue line. He'll dump it down the boards to Hill. Hill centering pass. Can't connect with Weiner. Sammy Ruiz dumps it down to the goal line. Ruiz battles for a corner, sends it back. William Henry. Ruiz takes a hit to the head. Dumped in. Hit in front. Weiner in the corner now. Walks it to the faceoff dot. Drops it up for Sammy Ruiz. Slid through the blue paint. Back to Ben Zick at the point. Little offensive opportunity looking good here. Chipped up. Gloved down by Waterloo has it. They'll spin it up center ice. Aerial pass. Back behind the net. Worked out to the corner. Alex Henkel has it there. Plays it over to Ben Zick. Zick will carry it off. Drop off for Henkel. Henkel into the zone. Shot just wide of the net. Send it into the zone. Put it up to the far boards. Eli Schwartz battles for it there. Now we're calling physical hits. Eli Schwartz, 2 minutes roughing. Or, I'm sorry, Landon Schultz. 9:55 left to go in this horrific game. Played up ahead, held in by Waterloo. Warriors battle it, send it back to the blue line. Played down the far side. Back to Caldwell at the blue line. Dumped in, saved by Stoll. Bounces out, high off the glass, it'll go the length. Graveman stops it there. Caldwell comes back to pick it up. They'll work it out the near side. Played ahead to Buchan. Buchan will race it into the zone. Drives it wide. Cuts back behind the net. Off the far side, back to Caldwell. Caldwell sends it over to Harn. Harn dumps it down below the goal line. Up there, battled off. Kane Weiner has it. He'll carry it in front of the benches. Crosses over to middle ice. Finds his gap. Tripped up. Goal is what we're calling. Kane Weiner puts it in despite being ripped down. So 5-2 now. So the shorthanded specialists give up a shorty of their own. Cade Weiner puts the Saints on the board with a 5-2 now, still trailing the Warriors. Pucks down. Waterloo controls. Sheehy knocks it loose. He's on a breakaway.
Saints go. 9 minutes left in the period.
Doesn't have the speed to get away. Nice save by Graveman.
Number 22, Kane Weiner.
Played up the far side. Waterloo will carry it into the zone. All the way down to the corner. Back behind the net, they'll wrap it around. Knocked off the puck there by Liam Henry. Liam battles forward on the far side. Waterloo sends it back to the blue line. Just held in. Played down below the goal line. Blake Schrader back to get it. Liam Henry spins away with it. Fires it out to the blue line. Held in by Waterloo. Shot fired wide. Kicks out to the far side. He battles Tompkins there. Knocks him off. Now thrown back in front. Puck knocked down. Bouncing puck in the slot.
Saints.
Still bouncing.
Full strength. Penalty killed.
Landon Schultz fresh out of the box. Puts on his forward hat. Now it's Alex Henkel. Shot. Ooh. Hits the crossbar and kicks out to the near side. Henkel's still there. Fires it on Graveman. Makes the save. Waterloo clears the length of the zone. Nice. Mikey pulls back to get it. Sends it through the slot. Gets it to Eli Schwartz. Rolls off Schwartz's stick. Waterloo spins it back down the boards. Schwartz all the way back to the goal line. Chases it down. Plays it through the middle. That's a knee-to-knee contact. Caldwell again. Sorry, taking out two players, one out of third. Played back to the red line. High off the glass. Zick back to get it behind the net. Zick carries it right up Main Street. Gets it into the zone. Harn back to get it. Fire it out. Sammy Ruiz can't hold it in. Landon Schultz drives it to his own blue line. He'll carry it up. Caldwell's got it. Blake Schrader off the bench. Forces him wide. Ball from the corner, centering pass, nobody home. All the way back to Harn at the blue line. He'll regroup at center ice. Dumped in, saved by Stoll, drops it there for Blake Schrader. Schrader takes it behind the net. He'll wheel it out the far side. Drops off there. Played off the boards to Cade Weiner, chips it ahead. Gets Sammy Ruiz, gets it to Jensen Hill in the middle. Shot saved by Graveman. Loose on the side of the net. No call. No call on any of that. That was all legal play. Sammy Ruiz, Jensen Hill, Cade Weiner still out. 6:08 to go in the third period. They're backed by Schultz and Blake Schrader on the far side. Ruiz to the dot. Puck's down. Weiner's got it. Spins to the slot. Nice save by Graveman. Ruiz to the dot. Waterloo wins the faceoff. Weiner pushes forward. Waterloo controls it, sends an aerial out to the mid center ice. Everyone's offsides. Weiner gets off the hill. Chips it into the zone. Graveman covers it for a whistle. Keep letting it get out of control, Stripes. Sammy back to the dot. 5:47 left in the third. Buck's down. Raptor onto the far side. Bushbaum will chase it down over there. Liam Henry's the first to it. He spins it back up at the blue line. Dumps it in. Just a step shy of the red, but close enough. Jensen Hill in the corner. Tries to play it out. Now dumped down behind the net. Wraps all that around to the far side. Sammy Ruiz gets it down low to Cade Weiner. Does a little dance, gets away from one. Shot from a bad angle, saved by Graveman. 5:19 to go in the third period. Saints trail 5-2. Shots on goal at 37-32 in favor of the Warriors. We'll get Mikey Poles out with Xander Sheehy and Alex Hinkle. Bucks down. Henkel's got it. Shot just wide of the net. Waterloo pulls it up the near boards and throws it through center ice. Collected there by Liam Henry. He'll play it ahead to Sheehy. Sheehy works it down the far side. Played back. Liam Henry drops it off there for Zick. Zick sends it back over to Henry. Spins it ahead to Henkel. Henkel will carry it through the neutral zone. Drives it wide. Shots pushed to the corner. Henkel behind the net. Puck's on the net. Topped off by Waterloo. Now sent to the near corner. Long cross ice pass. Bushbaum has it there. Poked away by Anders Hill. Back to the corner it goes. Now Schultz will pin him up. Worked up the near boards. Michael Poles has it there. Centers it to Henkel. Henkel gets it out. Worked back behind the Waterloo net. Out to the near side. Buchan walks away. Sends it to the far side. Waterloo down the far side. Wraps around behind the net. Shot saved by Stoll. Collected by Weiner. He'll cycle it back behind the net. Anders Hill back to get it. 4 minutes to go in the third period. Played ahead. Hill gets it to Weiner. Weiner carries it in the zone. Jensen Hill shot goal! Jensen Hill makes it a 5-3 game, keeping it interesting for the Saints. So 3:51 left to go in the third period. Saints pull it within 2. Shots on goal, 38-33 in favor of the Warriors.
Saints go
Henkel and Shorts will jump over the boards.
By number 14, Jackson Hill.
Force forward.
Number 22.
Waterloo has it. Taken back away by Eli. He'll give it over to Ben Zick. Tries to play it ahead to Alex Henkel. Battle along in front of the scores table. Now sent all the way back behind Stoll's net. Ben Zick back to get it. Sends it to the corner where Eli Schwartz picks it up. Back to Zick in the corner. Centering pass knocked away by Alex Henkel. Into the corner goes. Played back to the blue line. Shot deflected over the net. Schwartz will play it over to Liam Henry. Henry will work it out to center ice. Whoa, nice moves there. Carries it into the zone. Shot saved by Graveman. Holds on for a whistle. We'll get Hill, Weiner, and Ruiz back. Schultz and Blake Schrader back on D. 3 minutes to go. Puck's down. Waterloo controls. They'll send it the length of the ice. Long cross ice pass. That's ice. I'm not sure why that wasn't icing. Sent out in front. Loose puck. Collected by Ruiz. They'll force it up the far side. Picked up there by Waterloo. They'll take it back behind their own net. Jensen Hill gets a little retribution. Fired back in. Weiner on the far side. Looks for some space. Gets around Buchan. Poked away. Held by Alex Henkel. He'll play it back. Sent to the far side. Ruiz is there. Carries it in. He's got Weiner in the middle. Feeds him. Weiner misses the net. Hits the side. Played off. Landon Schultz gets it down low. Bouncing puck back behind the net. Ruiz battles for it there. Empty net on the far end. Bouncing puck comes back. Ben Zick gloves it down. Sends it across. Henkel can't quite get there. Played ahead. Schwartz gets it back to Sheehy. Sheehy long pass up to Henkel. Henkel with some speed. He's got a little room to work. Nice poke check by Waterloo. Saints send it back behind the net. Waterloo hard up the boards. Chipped all the way back. Ben Zick on the far side. Plays it over to Henry. Henry across the red line. Dumps it in. Nobody home. Harn's got it on the far corner. He'll send it up through the middle. No icing. Jensen Hill now works his way from the goal line. Leaves it there. Ben Zick works his way up the boards. It's knocked loose by Waterloo. This is trouble. Oh! Great defensive play by Jensen Hill. 1:09 to go in the third period. We'll look for a timeout from anyone. You don't get to take them with you, you know. There it is. Austin calls a timeout. 1:09, shots on goal, favor the Warriors, 39-34. Warriors ahead, 5-3.
Motivational timeout. Come on, Saints fans, let's hear it!
Timeouts are a minute long. I realize this game has been going very slow, but that seems like a long minute. See that? Saints will send out Hill, Sheehy, Weiner, and Ruiz. And Hagel. Who needs a defenseman? There's only a minute 9 left. You're down by 2. Ruiz to the dot. Puck's down. Waterloo has it. Shot. Fired wide. Caroms off to the near boards. Waterloo will send it back behind the net. Cade Weiner back to get it. He'll race it up the far side. Taken away by Buchan. Buchan down low. Tries to center it. Nice block by Schultz. Out to center ice. Harn has it there temporarily. Half step offside. Eli Shorts jumps on as the sixth man, and we have an empty net again. Sammy Ruiz to the dot. Wins it back to Henkel. Henkel plays it ahead. Well, knock loose. Sent wide of the net. Sheehy back to get it. Fired on net. Blocked by Henkel. He's got it on the goal line with just 25 seconds left. Down by 2 goals. I don't like our odds. Cade Weiner into the zone. Drops it off there. Sammy Ruiz bouncing puck. Pops up. Sheehy kicks it in. Buchan sends it the length of the ice for an icing with 11.3 seconds left. Sheehy is going to take the draw here. He's probably going to shoot it. He tries. Doesn't get enough of it. Send it on front. Kicks to the corner. He'll clear it out to center ice, and that'll do it. Saints fall to the Warriors, 5-3 on senior night.
Final score.
Shots on goal favor the Warriors, 39-34.
Shots on goal in the third period. Saints 15, Warriors 10.
See Jackson Heacock waiting over the tunnel. Looking considerably better than he looked in the first intermission, so that's good news. He finished out the third period with a bad knee. Hopefully we get a little time to rest.
In the house today. Nolan Stipe.
Saints will be back at it next weekend against the Omaha Junior Lancers to wrap up the regular season before the year-end tournament. I'm Xander Sheehy's dad.
Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen.
Reminding you, if you can find a ring,
everybody have a great
you can
day.
find a friend.
This is local.
Have a good